Soch 410 mass media. Hello, Soch 410 Race, Ethnicity, and Society class. This is your assignment for your final project for the class. So I decided that it would be both interesting and useful for me to go through the same process that you guys are going to go through in making your videos in order for me to make your assignment for you. So I will have paper copies of everything I'm going to talk about. I have lots of handouts for you, and we're going to go get some training down at the media editing lab. So there'll be lots of support available for you, but I thought this might be a nice way to introduce the project to you.
I would like you to make a video that argues against these 5 statements. Race is biological. Race does not play a role in the lives of those who are white. The problem of racism resides in individual actions and attitudes. Racism is no longer a significant problem in America. And lastly, there is nothing an individual can do about racism. Some of these issues can be hard to wrestle with, but if you use the right resources, you'll be able to make your point. The following are the required sources for arguing against each statement. You must draw from at least 2 readings from class, and remember these are readings, not films. You need to use 1 set of statistics from a .gov site. Ones we used in class are fine. You need to reference at least 1 news story from sometime in the past 18 months. And lastly, you need at least 1 example from popular culture, though you could certainly have more. You might do this project by yourself if you wish, or you can work with friends if you'd like. Actually, you can work in groups of up to 4, so don't forget that one other person who really wants to work with you. We're not going to run off and start editing video today, however. You should use this class period to really sit down and chew on your problem here and figure out how it is that you're best going to be able to argue against these 4 statements that we've talked about. Some of the things that you'll have to wrestle with include whether you're going to work alone or with others, how to divvy up work, what materials and readings from class to use, and how you'll pull everything together at the end. The Technology and Media Services desk knows that we're working on this project. Here, you can check out video cameras if you don't have an iPhone. If you do have an iPhone, you can use that to shoot all the video you need for your project. If you use one of the libraries, be sure you have all this stuff in your bag. For the remainder of class, we're going to be meeting in GAC 44, which is the Mac lab. You also have access to the media editing lab that's in the bottom floor of the library. You're going to have to get a little bit dirty playing around with the iMovie, but remember that sometimes things that are messy can also be lots of fun. Teamwork's important too if you're working with others, so make sure that you've figured out who's going to do what task each time you leave. And of course, make sure you budget your time appropriately so that you have enough time to rest between this and all the other stuff at the end of the semester. What we don't want to have happen is to have anyone or any group feel like you're just running in circles and not able to accomplish anything. There'll be lots of help available with iMovie and learning to edit, so that at the end, hopefully this isn't going to happen. Instead, you'll have something at the end that you are really excited to show to the rest of the class. iMovie has lots of templates, and I wanted to show you some examples. This is some stuff from the news template, which will let you do things like switch in between pictures in an interesting fashion. There's a lot of different varieties for that, as you can see. It's also going to give you the option to do some kind of interesting captioning. So, as you can see here, you could have a headline that the world's cutest child's been discovered by a border collie. And of course, you can introduce video in the same way. One of the interesting video effects you can do is slowing a clip down. And of course, you can also speed a clip up. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever done! Thanks, Sam!
Everybody get up.
Sam, come on! Woo! include videos from YouTube and other sources.
Please, Cape Crusader, we need you. And bring the Bat Kid.
The Bat Call went out, and a pint-sized Caped Crusader arrived in the Batmobile. It's Bat Kid. Bat Kid to the rescue, while an estimated 13,000 people gathered to cheer him on. The mini superhero has battled evils before.
If you'd prefer not to be seen on screen, that's absolutely fine. You can either do voiceovers and use images and videos, or you can try to get some friends to appear on screen for you. But either way is absolutely fine for this project. There's lots of things you can do with iMovie, and I really encourage you to take advantage of that. Don't just make a talking PowerPoint. Be creative. Remember, if it's interesting and useful for you to do, it's going to be interesting and useful for us to watch. Those are just some of the things that iMovie can do. There's lots of other fun and sophisticated options that you can feel free to ask me about as you begin to edit. It's my hope that you'll find this project to be both useful and enjoyable. One last thing, don't forget to give yourself credit for a job well done.